Oh boy, I look super crazy. Okay. Well, you guys, these videos are not getting any better. I can tell you that. Um, First off, it's a brand new day. Thank you to so many of you who liked, shared, commented on our very first video ever, which was from six figures to homeless, how I discovered my life purpose, in which I basically completely broke down and shared the very essence of my soul. So I can't say that it was never done. I'm a very real and authentic and transparent person, if you haven't figured out by now. I'm learning and I'm growing and I'm loving just like everybody. But I think that along this homeless journey, there's something to be said for appreciating where you are at any point in life, but let alone when you are completely displaced, right? I mean, everything from my old life is gone. Everything, right? My X6, my my Louis Vuitton stuff, all these things that I really value, right? And when I'm in my car at night and I'm talking to my daughter, we're not talking about the Louis Vuitton shit that we don't have. We're not talking about our stainless steel refrigerator that we miss, right? We're talking about that time that we went to Jamaica and got massages outside alongside the river, and we could hear the music and the festivities across the river, and how magical that experience was, right? Or, my boyfriend and I are working together as a team and we're in alignment, and it's very bare bones. When you don't have money for Wi-Fi, when you don't have money to be beautiful, right? When you don't have work distracting you, right? And thousands of emails and notifications, and your life becomes very basic, so to speak, and you really have to rebuild from scratch. That's a lot, and it's a lot for anybody to have to do, but let alone someone who, had a six-figure life. There's a lot of perks and nice things and responsibilities and hard work and demands and obligations that come with that lifestyle. And I think that sometimes it can distract you from your true life purpose. So for me to have somehow discovered that purpose by being on this journey, by having, you guys can see, like, I'm Tigger all day long. I am very rarely an Eeyore. And on this day, you guys, I was an Eeyore. I mean, I was at my lowest. And I met a guy at 24 Hour Fitness. He was the manager, and that's typically where I would take my showers. And, they were just giving me a hard time on this particular day. It was one person in particular. And I just said, listen, man, I'm homeless. And I don't have anything anymore. I mean, I don't even have, my Gucci glasses. I don't even have my old phone number from my last life. Like, literally, God and the universe just cleansed everything and washed it all away. And I was feeling pretty sad about that. Kind of ashamed, so to speak, I think is a good word to use. And, he says, well, I thank you for sharing that. And I would also like to share with you, since you were so open with me, a little bit about myself. And that is that a few hours ago, I got diagnosed with brain cancer. And I tell you, I'm not the best person for words and bad situations at all. And, things happen in life for a reason, right? And Oprah says, there are no accidents, there are no mistakes. I listen to a lot of Oprah. I listen to a lot of everybody. We'll get to that. I have so many people I want to introduce you to, if you don't already know them, that I think would be really just good for your soul, as you're kind of being very busy and going about your life. But anyway, the point is that, by him telling me that, it really opened up my eyes to where I am, looking at the situation, looking at it from a place of opportunity and growth to say, wait a minute, I don't have to get up at 5:45, on the dot every single day based on an alarm clock that tells me how I can beat the traffic and get to my client meetings and make sure that I'm wining and dining them. Like, there are no rules. And once you begin to understand that, when you have a very clean slate and you can establish your own rules, it's kind of scary at first. You're so used to someone telling you, make a left, make a right, do this, do that. And when that structure is no longer there, it's a little intimidating, to be honest. But what ends up happening is that as, each day progresses and you still have a life, there are still things that have to get accomplished. The kids still have to get to school. The dogs still have to be walked. You still have to eat. In the midst of this, you still have to work. You have to generate revenue. You have to make sure that the revenue that you generate is done on a very streamlined and limited budget. There are lots of very cool skills that I'm learning from this experience. And so I have this kind of like weird notion that the universe wants me to share these sort of secrets on how to get to the top. Obviously not being homeless, right? Let me do the hard work for you, children. But you know what I'm saying? It's interesting because one of the DMs that I got based on the video I did yesterday is the guy said, tell me how, as a software salesperson, you closed $500,000 in 4.5 months of new business and new clients, right? There are things that I know that I can help a lot of you make sure that you're becoming more free. And as you're becoming more free and find what I'm saying useful and valuable, then it's a win-win, because it means that I'm helping you. It means that I'm not going through this, for nothing, right? Who would ever want to go through something like this for nothing? But if we can help each other make sure that we're learning how to get to the top again, I think it's really good, It, trust me, took a lot for me to get over myself and completely record myself homeless, hair looking crazy, eyebrows looking crazy. Shout out to the beautiful, beautiful girl who volunteered to do my hair for free. It was very sweet. But trust me, right now I'm focused on very big things, and that's helping a lot of people while helping myself and my family. So this is kind of like my creative outlet, if you will. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and just kind of creating this whole world. I'd mentioned in an earlier post that I felt this very much feels like the homeless edition of Julie and Julia. So if any of you have ever seen that movie with Meryl Streep, you know what I'm talking about, because I don't know who any of you are, but yet so many of you encourage me on a daily basis and say, keep going. I'm dealing with a lot of struggles, and you being so transparent and vulnerable and showing that you strengthen that is helping me. Getting messages like that basically means that this is a really cool thing and you guys are finding value. So as long as you feel like that, then I will be here acting crazy with my multiple personalities. We'll get to that later. Still discovering about that, but it's fun. Trust me, you guys. This is a story. This is a journey. And for one reason or another, you're watching this video, and so we're on it together. So subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff, and we will talk soon.